Title: The Whispering Shadows. In a quiet town nestled between lush mountains in the Philippines, two friends, Alan and Jasper, were known for their adventurous spirits. The two high school students spent their days roaming the streets, exploring hidden trails, and sharing tales of folklore that were passed down through generations. But the most mysterious of their adventures lay in their school, a dilapidated building that whispered stories of the past. The school, once a thriving institution, now stood with peeling paint and cracked windows. It was said to be haunted by the restless spirits of students who met tragic ends. Locals warned of strange occurrences. Shadows flitted past windows. Soft cries echoed in empty hallways. And some even claimed they had seen apparitions wandering the grounds at night. One evening, emboldened by tales of the supernatural, Alan and Jasper decided to explore the school after hours. Armed with only their flashlights and an ancient map they had found hidden in a dusty old library, they crept onto the premises, hearts racing with a mixture of fear and excitement. As they entered the darkened hallways, the air thickened with an unsettling energy. The flashlight beams danced nervously over cracked lockers and overturned desks. The echoes of their footsteps mixed with an eerie silence, broken only by the occasional scuttling of rats. "This place is creepy," Jasper whispered, his voice trembling slightly. "Are you sure we should be here?" Alan, trying to mask his own trepidation, shrugged. "Let's just have a look around. We've come this far." They made their way to the storied third floor, where a tragic incident involving a school fire decades ago was said to have taken place. As they climbed the rickety stairs, Jasper's flashlight flickered, causing both boys to jump. "Just a dead battery," Jasper assured himself, though fear clawed at his insides. Alan stepped ahead, shining his light down the corridor. Suddenly, a cold gust of wind swept through the hallway, extinguishing their flashlights and plunging them into darkness. "Jasper," Alan called, panic creeping into his voice. "Right here," Jasper replied, fumbling to get his phone out for light. When its faint glow illuminated their surroundings, they found themselves facing a wall with strange symbols etched into the plaster. "What do you think it means?" Jasper asked, his voice barely above a whisper. Before Alan could answer, a soft, plaintive whisper drifted through the air, swirling around them like fog. "Leave this place." Heart pounding, Alan turned towards the sound, but the hallway stretched eerily quiet. "Did you hear that?" he asked, gripping Jasper's arm. "I did," Jasper replied, eyes wide. "We should go." As they turned to escape, they heard it again, this time louder and more insistent. "Leave this place, or be trapped forever." Panic surged through Alan, and he bolted down the hall, pulling Jasper along with him. They raced back towards the stairs, but the shadows seemed to close in around them. As they reached the landing, the temperature dropped, and they could see their breath fogging in the air. Just as they reached the second floor, Jasper stopped, staring at something behind Alan. "Alan, behind you." Alan swung around to see a dark figure standing at the end of the hall, its face obscured by shadows, but its eyes glowed like embers. The figure raised a hand, and the air vibrated with a low, mournful wail. "Leave this place," it echoed, its voice a cacophony of sorrow and rage. Alan grabbed Jasper's arm and urged him towards the stairs, but the figure began to glide towards them, defying gravity. In a frantic scramble, they dashed down the stairs, tumbling into the courtyard. As they burst through the front doors into the cool night air, they didn't stop running until they reached the safety of the bustling street lamps outside. Heart Racing and gasping for breath, they collapsed against a wall. What was that? Jasper panted, eyes wide with terror. Alan, still trying to comprehend what they had witnessed, replied, I don't know, but I don't think we should ever go back there. In the days that followed, the boys' encounters haunted them. They shared their experience with no one, fearing that the spirit would seek revenge for their intrusion. Strange occurrences began to follow them, shadows lurking at the edges of their vision, chilling whispers in empty classrooms, and fleeting glimpses of the glowing eyes drifting through their dreams. Over time, Alan and Jasper became shadows of their former selves, weighed down by fear and guilt. The school remained a dark presence in their lives, a reminder that some places were never meant to be disturbed. And every night, without fail, the whisper echoed in their minds, Leave this place